In this video, I'm going to cover how to add FireWire, 1394 FireWire, for using a Flex-5000 or a Flex-3000 to something other than a desktop. Typical modern laptops and mini PCs like this one here. Quite powerful. This is a Ryzen 6-core 12-thread with built-in graphics, good enough to run 3 4K monitors, all built in. Normally comes with Wi-Fi built in, but I'm going to add FireWire to this today. So basically, I've already got this hooked up. I'm going to disconnect all this, and normally you would take the screws out of the bottom, you'd slide this board out, and basically the hard drive is here. There's an optional SATA hard drive here, but there's another, this is an M.2 socket memory solid state, but there's another M.2 socket underneath it. So I'm going to take that out, and we're going to add a FireWire adapter, or just an adapter for an M.2. Now, this card here would be a normal PCI Express FireWire card, but they came out with a mini PCI Express socket, which looks like this, and a FireWire card for that. They've had these for a long time. Now, I've got this adapter that takes an M.2, which is an M.2, which is just a smaller, more capable PCI Express slot, and this adapts it with varying lengths of ribbon cable to this mini. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that in there. So first I got to take this bracket out, which is really in here to hold the SATA, if you had a SATA hard drive. So I'm going to take the bracket off. This connector I'm not using, but I got to take this out. Okay, and that's a 500 gigabyte SATA drive, but there's another M.2 slot underneath, and that's going to fit this one here. So there's a screw, a hold down screw that I got to remove. And then we put the board in. And if the ribbon cable is in the way, I'm going to take that ribbon cable out of the way here. We're going to put that screw in. So now the M.2 adapter is in. I'm going to put this ribbon cable back. Like that. I'm going to fold this over to make room like that. And we're going to have to figure out a way. I'm probably going to notch the case to allow the cable to come out, to exit out of this unit. I'm going to put this back. Now normally that socket, that M.2 on the bottom, would have had a FireWire Bluetooth card, but I have an external one, so I don't lose any functionality. I'm just removing what they had in there. We can put the bracket back. Screws in there for now, but let's see it out of the way. Okay, so now we got this. Now I'm going to take the hold down screw for this out, and we're going to put our FireWire card into the mini PCI slot, and we're going to screw that down. Okay, so this would mount in here. This has the FireWire connectors that plug into this, and we'll figure out a way to get that out of there conveniently. But but now I'm going to put this back in. That'll give me my Wi-Fi, and now we'll plug everything back in just for testing purposes. So keyboard and a mouse. Have an Ethernet connection back there. Here's an HDMI, and then power it up, and we'll turn it on. And I've got the Flex-5000 over here, and I'm going to plug that into the FireWire connector on there. Let's see the best way to do this. Just for the test here. All right. This is running Windows 11. All right. Okay. So I plug that in. So now if I go to Device Manager, you'll see there's the LSI 1394 FireWire is in. If I launch the Flex, let's see, I don't have anything connected right now. Let's see, turn the plug in the power supply for the 5000. Okay. And turn the 5000 on. There we go. And now it detected the 5000. Now let's launch. And you can see over here the 12 logical cores, 12 threads for the Ryzen. It's quite a fast little computer for being a little mini PC. And there it is, up and running. I have no antenna connected to this, so it's not going to show me anything, but it's all running on this little Ryzen mini PC. This was $199 on eBay. Aerofara Tank56 is what this model is, but there's a whole bunch of different ones. As long as they've got an extra M.2 slot or a mini PCIe slot, you're good to go.